Lebanon is reeling from a series of deadly explosions. The blasts have killed and injured many. The attacks have primarily targeted areas controlled by Hezbollah. What makes these attacks different is the weaponization of everyday technology. Walkie-talkies and pagers rigged with explosives have become tools of terror. This has created an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. The Lebanese government has been quick to point fingers. They accuse Israel of orchestrating these attacks. The evidence, they say, points to a calculated attempt to destabilize the region. Israel, however, has remained silent. No official claim of responsibility has been made. This silence only fuels the speculation and deepens the mystery. The accusations against Israel are not made lightly. Lebanon and Israel have a long and tumultuous history. They have fought wars, engaged in proxy conflicts, and view each other with deep suspicion. The lack of an official claim from Israel does little to quell the accusations. In fact, it reinforces the belief among many in Lebanon that Israel is engaged in a shadow war. Adding fuel to the fire is the United States. A US official speaking on condition of anonymity has indicated Israel's involvement in the attacks. This revelation, while not an official confirmation, carries significant weight. It lends credence to Lebanon's claims and further implicates Israel in this dangerous escalation. The use of everyday technology as weapons is deeply troubling. It represents a dangerous new front in modern warfare. Walkie-talkies, pagers, even solar panels have become potential bombs. This blurring of lines between civilian and military technology has terrifying implications. This new form of tech-driven terrorism is difficult to combat. It relies on readily available devices, making detection a nightmare. It also sows fear and distrust among the population. People are now wary of everyday objects, unsure if they are tools of communication or instruments of death. Section 4: Lebanon teeters on the brink. These explosions come at a precarious time for Lebanon. The nation is grappling with a multitude of crises. Political instability has plagued the country for years. The government is seen as corrupt and ineffective. The economy is in freefall with hyperinflation and widespread poverty. The explosions have exacerbated these existing problems. They have further eroded trust in the government. They have also diverted resources away from essential services. The Lebanese people, already struggling to survive, now face a new level of uncertainty and fear. Section 5: The human cost of chaos. The human cost of these bombings is immeasurable. Families are torn apart, grieving the loss of loved ones. Survivors bear the physical and emotional scars of the attacks. The fear of future attacks hangs heavy in the air. Children, in particular, are deeply affected. The trauma inflicted by these attacks will linger long after the dust settles. The constant fear, the loss of security, and the breakdown of normalcy take a heavy toll. The psychological wounds of this conflict will require time and resources to heal. Section 6: A plea for peace and justice. The international community has expressed its concern over the escalating violence in Lebanon. The United Nations, in particular, is worried about the situation along the Blue Line, the border between Lebanon and Israel. They fear further escalation could lead to a wider conflict. There are urgent calls for restraint and de-escalation. The international community must pressure all parties to engage in dialogue and find a peaceful resolution. Those responsible for these heinous acts must be held accountable. Justice for the victims and an end to the violence are the only paths forward for a nation yearning for peace.